I have no doubt this person did not, like, irresponsibly just decide she was going to drive through the water. She didn't realize. And as you're coming on, you might not, it makes it seem as if you're going over a flat road, especially in low light. It just appears like it's part of the road. And so she ended up driving just straight into the water.
Louisville Fire Chief there, Brian O'Neill, just a few hours ago referring to a late-night water rescue in the Limerick neighborhood. Metro leaders say they're keeping a close eye on flooded roads right now, putting up barricades as soon as they find out about a potential problematic spot. The weather remains our top story here at 5 o'clock. I'm Shay McAllister.
And I'm Doug Proffitt. Thank you very much for joining us here today at 5. Meteorologist John Gordon with the WHAS11 weather team now. We've got more possible severe weather ahead, but our chief meteorologist Mallory Schnell is leading off our coverage as usual, and we really just can't take any more rain. Mallory, we're already getting an indication that it's causing, fortunately, some minor issues right now at this point.
Unfortunately, we have a lot more rain to go, really, for tonight and into tomorrow. I'm concerned about especially. So we're going to be watching those waves of rain here. We have some scattered storms on the radar right now, so not as widespread as they have been, but you'll notice the ones down to the south and southwest packing more of a punch. This is as a warm front lives through the area, and we do have a new swath here in the yellow. So it does appear that we did have a severe thunderstorm watch that was issued. I'm going to look at this information right here. That's what you're seeing in the yellow. So we'll get more information on that. That's until 10 o'clock Eastern time here. So we're seeing that for our southernmost counties. But zooming in on that satellite and radar, once again in the Louisville metro area, we were dealing with widespread rain this morning. That has since lifted off to our north, and now we're just seeing some spotty activity, a few downpours here or there. But down to the south, this is where there's a lot more fuel here, and we're seeing some storms containing up to ping pong ball sized hail. And because of that, we do have this severe thunderstorm warning in place until 4:15 heading into Hart County here just south of Munfordville. But take a look at this spread in temperatures. Can you tell that there's a front over the region? We have 50s off to the north, 80s off to the south. So those are the storms that we're paying attention to the south, but all of us really concerned about the flood threat because rain so far today, anywhere between 1 to 4 inches. You compound that on top of the rain we received yesterday and the night before. Flooding will continue to be a concern. Flash flood warnings, river flood warnings, and yes, on top of all of that, we do have that risk for some strong storms, not only this afternoon, but we're watching a line that looks to move in from the northwest late tonight and into very early Saturday. We'll be timing out that severe weather threat. That's going to be coming up in our extended forecast in just a bit.
Thank you very much, Mallory. A lot of different video coming into us. Take a look at this interesting video out of Hopkinsville, Kentucky and Christian County today, where much of the small community's downtown area is now underwater. And you're looking right down Main Street of Hopkinsville, where many businesses' first floors are facing rising water, and in nearby parking lots, cars left behind are now submerged. The North Fork of the Little River runs parallel with Main Street in Hopkinsville, just 1 block over. It's a perfect example of the small rivers and creeks across our community and area causing major issues. And many of you in Kentuckiana may remember Hopkinsville from the total solar eclipse in 2017. And an incredible sight we don't see around here much, a big mudslide impacting the Gene Snyder Freeway in southern Jefferson County. Donnie Yeoman Jr. flying his drone today over the traffic mess at the National Turnpike exit. This happened late last night and then greeted drivers early this morning as well. Cars had to be stopped as a bulldozer worked to clear the mud and debris from the far right lane. Really a scene out of California or even the North Carolina mountains coming home right here to Louisville.
And in Frankfort, some sad news today. A 9-year-old boy is dead after police say he was swept away in the floodwater on the way to the bus stop this morning. Gabriel Andrews was reported missing right around 6:30 in the Hickory Hills area. Police say within minutes, multiple agencies were on scene conducting a search and rescue operation, including volunteers. Sadly, his body was recovered just about 2 hours later, half a mile from where he was reported missing. The Franklin County School Superintendent confirms he was a member of the school district. They said they have support staff there for the staff and students today.
The Kentucky governor, of course, there in the capital city, delivering that sad news today. Well, retired meteorologist John Gordon retired from the National Weather Service with our WHAS11 Weather Impact team. We're talking to you about this flooding. You get very upset when you hear about these fatalities where people are driving into the water. It seems to continue happening despite all the warnings we give.
Last night at 6, we hit that over and over and over. We said 6 to 10 inches of rain. Turn around, don't drown. All of them happen at night, usually. and they're in cars. Please, 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 tonight we got more. You just heard Mallory, right? We're going to have more rain tonight, another 1 to 2 inches of rain overnight in the middle of the night. Do not drive through a flooded stretch of roads. Ever, never, ever, ever.
The one thing that the fire chief had said was that it was deceiving, that the mom who drove last night, who her and her children had to be rescued, she thought she could see the bottom of the road.
We hear that a lot. You really don't know where the bottom is. We don't have little measuring sticks out in the roads. So just go around, take an alternate route, leave a little extra time. Please, we want more tomorrows, not less tomorrows.
We want to talk to both of you. Mallory, is the timing on the end of the rain being moved up? Is that even good news that maybe Sunday we won't get severe weather and heavy rain?
Right. So the severe weather threat will be moving out tomorrow evening. That's as that front continues to push off to the southeast. So that should take some of the heaviest bands of rainfall along with it. We could have some lingering rain on Sunday. As it stands, our flood watch is until 8 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. So that's when we're expecting the heaviest rain to be out of here. But it's going to take some time throughout the day for us to completely dry out Sunday. Much quieter early next week, though. And I think we're all ready to see some sunshine around here.
That's right on time. Next week, we're talking thunder over Louisville. Lots of questions about that.
Chilly weather. So the river, of course, has a slow rise. But this city really got ahead of the game with 5 flood walls. It's been a while since we've had 5 of them installed.
I was so pleased to see MSB be proactive and not reactive. I think they have a really good plan. We're going to hit 30 feet late Sunday night early. That's moderate, early Monday morning.
Where does that put the water like into the city?
River Road, up on the lawn, and they're going for 34, 35 feet. But that is going to be updated. That is not in concrete, is it? Is not.
No.
Depends where the rain really falls. So for sure, the Great Lawn will be wet next week, but we'll see how high it gets.
Okay. All right. Thank you both. We'll continue to talk about this wild spring weather throughout the newscast.
And as a reminder, right now is the best time to download the WHAS11 app to your phone. The app is where we will be sending important alerts about the latest severe weather and flooding in the area. You can download it from wherever you download your apps. It is free to download. Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg held a briefing this afternoon with new information about flooding potential across the city.
Well, it comes after the city is now installing a total of 5 flood walls, as we just told you, sealing off downtown and parts of southwest Jefferson County when the Ohio River makes its big rise. So far, no injuries or fatalities to report in Metro Louisville from the weather system, but there's still that possibility as the severe weather and heavy rains continue through Saturday night. 4 to 6 inches additional rain expected within the next 48 hours. The mayor and other officials from MSD, Emergency Management, talking today about what this rainfall will cause as the Ohio River goes up.
Add over 2 stories of your home of water to where the Ohio River normally is, and that's what we're expecting to happen between now and Wednesday when it crests.
The mayor anticipates this will be one of the top 10 recorded floods in Louisville's history. As flooding continues, officials stress the importance of the road closures and the barricades, which are up. They're there for a reason, so don't move them. Right now, MSD says the sewer system is handling the rain, but it is at capacity, so you're being asked to conserve water usage. Well, what does that mean? Hold off on your washing machines and dishwashers if you can. That helps keep extra water out of the system, but you can do things like flushing your toilet.
Good news there, right? Well, our Isaiah Kim Martinez and photojournalist Emma Gefter are live on the roads right now, checking out flooding throughout the area. So, Isaiah, what have you seen late today, and where are you seeing problems?
Well, Shay, we showed you at 4 o'clock that car submerged over on Frankfurt Avenue. Right now, I'll give you a look. It looks normal, but let me explain, right? We have 6 Mile and Breckenridge Lane. In the distance here, let me zoom up a little bit. We're in the Weather Beast right now. You can actually, let me go a little in there. You can see those train tracks right there. We're between West Butyl and the Jeffersontown area. That is typically where we see a ton of flooding, especially back in February. I was here and we counted at least 4 or 5 different cars stuck. Right now, it's okay, even though it's named as one of the 9 or 10 roads in the metro that are shut according to the city. We actually do, if I move over just a little bit, you can actually see on the right of your screen there, you can see some of those barricades. It actually says high water. They've just been pushed to the side right now. So either they were in use before or will be in use. So this is going to potentially look a lot different here in the next 24 hours as we get more rain. And it's not just this. We're seeing, of course, floodgates put up across the city. Here's just a couple that we saw today. MSD crews setting up floodgates right near the Great Lawn in downtown Louisville.
This is actually kind of new, and I'm kind of trying to figure out how I'm going to get in.
Joe's Crab Shack employee Tyrone Parker having to take a detour by foot to get to work as the Ohio River continues to rise.
It's a little scary, but you know, we've been through worse as a city and we'll get through it.
A massive wall set up right near the Yum Center at 2nd Street, another along 10th Street, and crews setting up this floodgate near Riverport in southwest Jefferson County.
The Ohio River looks problematic. Low moderate flood early next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
WHAS11 special contributor meteorologist John Gordon, formerly with the National Weather Service, telling us the rising water levels mirror what he saw in 2018.
And it will be about 34, 35 feet.
Meaning you'll start to see less of the Great Lawn right here, already feeling the effects of flooding, making for a soggy thunder over Louisville in a week.
It's going to be muddy down there, okay? I mean, look what's happening today. It's wet, it's going to be muddy. So come with a cup of patience.
And again, 6 Mile and Breckenridge right now, you can see under the tracks there, cars are making its way through. But the moment water starts to collect and that changes, again, you are asked to turn around because you just don't know how deep it can be no matter what vehicle you're driving. And guys, coming up here at 6 o'clock, Doug and Shay, we're going to hear from Jeffersonville, Indiana's mayor. That's Mike Moore. He talked to me about what they're seeing on the other side of the river, and that's flooding already as we speak. And the impacts on thunder over Louisville, he is watching that closely. We'll tell you what that means for hundreds of thousands of attendees here coming up.
All right, we'll check in with you again a little later. Thank you, Isaiah.